Okay. So today we'll be talking about the first question, and that is going to be define average speed and average velocity. Can somebody please define me first average speed, only average speed. We will talk about average velocity later. Can somebody give me a definition for average speed? In short, you can write down because it will take a lot of time for you to type. Okay? So in just short, even if you give me formula, that is totally fine. Urjit, that is correct. Urjit has given correct formula. What about others? Aditya, right? Yes. What about others? Samruddhi, correct. Yashvardhan, right. No, Yashvardhan, your formula is wrong. It is not distance by time. It is not distance by time. It is total distance by time. Shivam, correct. Total distance by total time. Yes, Madhura, correct. Jayesh, yes. Rishikesh, yes. Ritesh, that is also correct. Sania, yes. Karthik, Harsha, means almost every student has got the correct answer, right? Average speed is nothing but total distance by total time. Yes, average speed is nothing but total distance by total time. So let me write down the answer there. Let me write down the answer. So this is your answer, right? Average speed is nothing but total distance by total time. That you already know. What about average velocity? Average velocity. Can somebody give me answer for average velocity? Is it possible? Give me the answer for average velocity. Total displacement by total time, that is also correct. And Urjit, you have given also correct the formula, that is u plus v by 2. That is also correct. What about other students? Don't do they know the definition of average velocity? Aditya, correct. Sania, yes. Karthik, you need to change your definition. You just need to change your definition. Just some words are missing there. Okay. Kushal, correct. Ritesh Kadam, yes, correct. Harsha, yes. Totally right. That is total displacement by total time. Yes. So any of the both of the definitions you can use in your exam. You can either write down that it is the average of initial and final velocity. This definition you can use, or you can also go for the second one. All you do is you use the same definition, this one. Okay, you use the same definition, this one, but instead of distance, you write down displacement. So what I will do is, again, I will suppose, let's say, just take the first one, this definition in place of here. And what I will do, I will change it for average velocity. So instead of speed, I can write down there velocity. And in place of distance, I will write down displacement. That's it. This will be then the definition for average velocity. That's it. Means you have already got a definition for average speed, but average velocity can be defined in two ways. Either with that formula, that is u plus v by 2, that is arithmetic mean, means what? Average. Average of u plus v by 2, or you can use the complete definition that it is total displacement by total time. Total displacement by total time. Total displacement by total time. This you can use. Understood? Can we go for the next question? Okay. Fine. So next one is a numerical. So let me just give you the diagram first. Okay. So this is from the same question. Question number 9. The first is done. Question number 2. So the first thing they're asking you is, they are asking for velocity of A. Velocity of A. Let me remind you, this is displacement time graph. And they're asking you velocity. Yes. So what will you take? Slope or area? What do you think? Will you take slope or will you take area? Slope, correct. Sania, correct. Who is Kushal, correct. Urjit, correct. Sania, your answer is wrong. It's not area. It should be slope. Harsha, correct. Aditya, yes. Samruddhi, yes. Jayesh, correct. Right. Sania, I think you understood that. Madhura, correct. So let us use our this thing, slope concept, right? So for this, we need to find out slope that we have determined. Now, next question is, what is the formula for slope? That is already we know, that is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. But you need to find out the coordinates. First, what we'll do, we will select our coordinates. The first coordinate I will select is this one. Okay, the first one, the upper one. So that is nothing but which one? Upper one, this one. Take this as the coordinate. This one. And the second coordinate we will take it as this one. Understood? Okay. Can we start with this? Tell me. Can we start with this? Okay. Let us try to solve. What is going to happen? What is going to happen? What are the values of y2 and y1? This is your first coordinate, right? The coordinate of this value particularly is 0, 20. This is 0, 20, and this is what value? Can somebody give me coordinate for this? Can somebody give me coordinate for this point? X and y coordinate. What is the coordinate for the upper one? Can somebody give me? Rishikesh, correct. Samruddhi, correct. Urjit, yes, right. Aditya, yes, right. So basically you need your x-axis here, that is 8 due to this, and the other coordinate will be from y-axis, that is 80. So this is your x2, y2. This is x2, y2, and this is x1, y1. Okay. So can you please give me the value for this now? y2 minus y1. So can I say it is 80 minus 20 and divided by x2 minus x1. So that would be 8 minus 0. Okay, so that would be 60 by 8. Can somebody do this calculation and give me the answer? 60 by 8. 60 by 8. Rushikesh, correct. Samruddhi, correct. Aditya, yes. Jayesh, correct. 7.5. What about other students? Other students are not able to divide it? Yes, Anushka, correct. Bhaktraj, correct. Samyak, you need to check your answer. The answer is not 11.5. You need to check it again. Do that calculation again. 60 by 8. Harsha, correct. Omkar, correct. Yes, Karthik, right. So all you need to do is divide it 60 by 8. It's not that much of a difficult calculation. 8 sevens are 56, and then suppose let's say 4 are remaining. You can give point, and that would become 40. Then you can just write down 5. 8 5s are 40. So it is 7.5. What should be the unit? What should be the unit for this answer? What do you think? 7.5 is the answer, but what should be the unit? Rushikesh, correct. Samruddhi, correct. Karthik, yes. Urjit, yes. Aditya, everybody is almost giving right answer. So that is meter per second. Yes, yes. Now, the second question now they are asking is, second question they are asking. Okay. Yes, correct, Harsha, Ritesh, Sania, Shreyesh, you are giving correct answers. Now, the second thing they are asking is velocity of B. Velocity of B now they are asking. Velocity of B. Again you will take slope, correct? Again you will take the same formula, y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Now question is what should be the coordinates? That is a big deal. That's a big deal, and you need to give me the answers. Tell me what should be the coordinates? Okay. Tell me the coordinates. The first one is 40. 0, 40. 0, 40. Correct. The first one is 0, 40. This one. 0, 40. Other one. Other one. What should be the second coordinate? This one. This should be the coordinate. What is the value there? X is 8. Y is y. What should be the value of y? Technically the answer is actually the y coordinates. It is suppose let's say it is situated at this point. It is well above 60, but for easier calculation you can take it 60. Are you understanding? It is above 60, but as the number is not quite clear in the diagram, you can take it 60. Here technically it is more than 60, but as that image is not properly available, the data which is not available in the diagram, you can take it 60, no issue. 88,60. Yes. So can we start the calculation now? Okay. 60 minus 20. 60 minus 20. 60 minus 20, the first one. What about the below one? 60 minus 20. The second one? No. Sorry. Not 60, 20. 60, 40. Sorry. So sorry. 60 is the first one, this one, and this one, 40. I thought we are comparing this one and 0, 20. Sorry about that. So the second coordinate is 8 minus 0. Can you do the calculation now? 20 by 8. Now tell me, 20 by 8. What should be the answer? 8 2s are 16. 8 2s are 16. 4. Then you can put a decimal there. 40. 8 5s are. Correct. 2.5. Yes. 2.5. Are you understanding? Yes. Urjit, correct. Yash, correct. Shivam, correct. Yes. So that's your answer. Final answer is that one. Okay. Fine. Okay. So the students who have not understood, let us say the second one, what I will do, the B part, I will just revise it for some of the students. Suppose let's say who are not able to grasp it properly. Let me rub that particular thing. This one, I will rub this and I will rub that as well. Okay. This one also. Okay. Now what I will do is I will change the color of the pen so that you can understand easily what I'm trying to say. You need to calculate the coordinates of B. So what you have done is the first coordinate you have selected is this one. This is your second coordinate B, and the other coordinate you have selected is this one. Now for this, it is present on y-axis, so x value is 0. So the coordinates for this one is 0, 40. This is your calculation. Okay, 0, 40. Now for this one, actually the value of x coordinate is 8. You can see on the x-axis, if you go down, this is the value of x coordinate. So just put it there, it would be 8. But the other coordinate, there is a problem. It should be more than 60, but problem is that the data is not available there. Also, we do not have a grid. If there was a grid, we could have calculated that it might be something 63, 64. But as that data is not available, we'll take it 60. We'll take it 60 for easier calculations. So the answer would be coming as 60 minus 40. This is your x2, y2. And this is your x1, y1. Use the values there. So that would be 60 minus 40 and 8 minus 0. So that would be 20 by 8. That would be the 2.5 meter per second. Harsha, have you understood? I hope the point is clear. Okay, I have explained it again that how to take the coordinates. Okay. Can we move to the next part, students? Everybody, can we move to the next part? Okay. Next part. They are asking us meeting point of A and B. Okay, they are asking us meeting point of A and B. What do you think? The C part. The C part, they are asking us as meeting point of A and B. Can somebody give me answer for this? Meeting point of A and B. They are asking about this coordinate. Okay, so at what time they are meeting? At what time? At time is equal to, at what time they are meeting? 4 seconds, right? 4 seconds, correct? That is they are meeting at 4 seconds, definitely. What about the distance traveled? The distance traveled. At what distance? At what distance? At what distance? Okay, fine. So they are actually meeting somewhere in between. So you can take it as 54 now, correct? You can take 50 for now because definitely that is from the 0th position, so you can take it 50. Because the number is not available, no, it is between 60 and 40. The diagram has lot of flaws, but still we are trying to find out the answer. This type of question is actually, it is highly incorrect, but as it is given in our worksheet, we have to do. There are more sophisticated questions, but as the data is not available, we can write it down as 50 meters there. Because the question is not quite correct. What we can do about it? Fine, students, are you understanding this? The problem with this question, because there are so many things which are missing, so we are doing guesswork. All we are doing is guesswork. Okay, fine. So let us hope that next time we are having some good proper question regarding this. Okay. Let us move to the next question now. Let us move to the next question. Some proper question. Okay, this is the one. This is the one. They are asking, some things are given. They are asking about average speed. All they are asking is calculate average speed. So you can easily do the calculation, correct? So please calculate and give me the answer for this. Okay, take your time and do the calculations. And students, do remember, you don't need to convert. Huh? You don't need to convert kilometer per hour into meter per second, because both the things are given in kilometer per hour and hour. So you don't need to convert it. First, find out total distance, because for average speed you require total distance. So you can take total distance, right? Total distance. But you can see there is a problem here. They have given us time. They have given us speed and time. You require distance. Correct? You require distance in that case. So how to find out distance? That's a very simple one. Give me response in chat box. How to find out distance from a speed and time? From speed and time. Can we calculate? How to find out? How to find out? Okay, speed into time. Correct, speed into time. So the first distance d1 will be calculated by multiplying 60 with 0.52. First distance can be calculated by multiplying 60 with 5.2, 0.52. Are you understanding this? We are trying to calculate distance for each of the cases. For each of the cases, we are trying to find out distance. And once we find out, we will add them to get total distance. Understood? Are you understanding this fact? Give me response. Be fast. Are you understanding what we are trying to do? We are trying to find out each distance individually. Okay, please multiply this 60 into 0.52. What would be the calculation? 60 into 0.52. What is the answer? Correct. Bhaktaraj, correct. Shreyash, yes. Samyak, there is a problem with your calculation. That is 31.2. It is 31.2, not 312. 31.2. Similarly, calculate distance 2. Calculate distance 2, please. Distance 2 is what? 30 into 0.24. 30 into 0.24. And similarly, you can calculate distance 3, which is 70 into 0.71. Can you please multiply and give me the answer for first, second, and third, D2 and D3? Chalo, be fast. Give me the answer. What is the answer? Pratik, correct. Sania, correct. Urjit, it's not 8.2. It is 7.2. I think you made some minor mistake. Just check your calculation again. It should be 7.2. Aditya, correct. Harsha, Bhaktaraj, correct. Harsha, yes. So the answer, the first one is, what is the answer? First one? 7.2. The first answer is 7.2. This D2. Yes, D2 is 7.2. Correct. What about the third one? Third one? Third one. Can somebody calculate and give me the answer? Yes. Correct. Shubham, Urjit. Jayesh. Pratik, Tukkari, yes. Ruchikesh, yes. Omkar, correct. Bhaktaraj, yes, right. Samyak, Samyak, that the answer is right. So then basically the answer is 49.7. The answer is 49.7. Yes, total distance you already got. Now add them. What is the addition? 31.2 7.2 कितना होता है? 31.2 plus 7.2 plus 49.7. What do you think is the calculation? The calculation of this 31.2 7.2 49.7. Jayesh, you are right. What about other students? Rushikesh, correct. Anushka, Aditya, yes. Samyak, Madhura, Bhaktaraj, Pratik, the names of whom the students name I have taken, those have given correct answers. Atharva, you need to check your answer. Atharva Gansurgar, you need to check your answer. That is not the correct addition. Addition should be 88.1. Addition should be 88.1. 88.1. Can you please find out total time also? Total time. We just need to add it. 0.52. Then second is 0.24. And the third one is 0.71. Can somebody please add it and give me the answer? Total time. This is distance, 88.1. What about time? What is the total time? Rushikesh, correct. Rushikesh is correct. What about others? What are others doing? Give me the calculation. Do it fast. It's a very simple decimal calculation. Anybody can do that. Correct. Pratik, Bhaktaraj, Sania, Aditya, yes, right. Venkatesh, Kadam, Shivam, yes, you are right. So the answer is 1.47. 1.47. Now all you need to do is divide it. For calculating average speed, what we need? Average speed is equal to total distance by total time. Total distance by total time. So put the value there. All you have to do is put the value. So it is 88.1 divided by 1.47. 1.47. Calculate it. It's a minor simpler calculation of 88.1 divided by 1.47. Okay. Fine. Students are giving responses now. Let me check. Okay. I hope you have done this calculation with your own on your notebook and not on calculator or mobile. Okay? Because in the exam, calculators are not allowed. So you need to do this calculation by your own. Yes. Ritesh, answer is correct. Shreyas, yes. Karthik, correct. Aditya, yes. Jayesh, why your answer is in negative? I didn't understand. Calculation. Acha, Sorry. I think you have given final answer dash and then answer, correct? I thought that it's a negative sign. Sorry, Jayesh. Yes, understood. You understood your answer. So it is basically 59.93. Yes, 59.93. Unit, what should be the unit? This is average speed, right? What should be the unit for the students? Tell me. Units. Kilometer per hour. Kilometer per hour. Yes, as we didn't convert it into meter per second. So obviously the unit would be kilometer per hour. Yes. Fine. Okay. So let us go for the next one now. Next one. Can we start the next one, students? Have some energy or everything is gone in average speed? Okay. Just 1 or 2 questions, students. It's not that much of a big deal. Just 1 or 2 students. 1 or 2 questions. Okay. Fine. So what we are going to do now is we are going to solve worksheet 2. This was all worksheet 1. We'll be solving worksheet 2 now. Worksheet 2. Let us start. So the first question they have is this one. Define the following terms. Acceleration they're asking. What do you think? What is acceleration? Give me a response. What is acceleration? Sania correct. Rushikesh correct. But Rushikesh, just the formula won't do. You need to write down the proper word there. Samruddhi correct. Rate of change of velocity. Correct. Riya, Rushikesh, Jayesh correct. Karthik, yes. Samruddhi, yes. So the answer you can write down there is a very simpler one. That acceleration is the rate of change of velocity with respect to time. Correct? Yes. You can also write down the formula, but that is not asked, so there is no need. They have just asked you to define it. They have not asked you to write down the formula, so no need to write it. Okay, can we move to the next one? It is just a simple one. Acceleration is the rate of change of velocity of an object with respect to time. It's not that much of a bigger deal. Okay. Let us go for the next one. This one. Uniform motion. What is uniform motion? What do you think? What do you think is uniform motion? In short, you can say, in short, very short, there is something equal. No, there are two equal words. What are those? If somebody can give me that one, then that's the answer. Aditya, that word is not correct. It is same. You do not have to use the word same. The word is actually different. It is equal. Yes, Jayesh correct. Karthik correct. Rushikesh, yes. Madhura, yes. Correct. Urjit, yes. Many students are giving correct answers, so it's a very simple one. When body covers equal distance in equal interval of time. The answer is done. The answer for this is very much simple. When body covers equal distance in equal interval of time, it is called uniform motion. It is so simple. It's so simple. Okay. Can somebody give me definition for the last one? The last question of the day. So you can get relaxed after this. Okay. So uniform accelerated motion. What is uniform accelerated motion? Can somebody give me in short? What is this? Covers equal velocity in equal interval of time, right? That definition you can use. That definition you can definitely use. That is not an issue. You can use that. If it is covering equal velocity in equal intervals of time, then definitely is in uniform accelerated motion. Yes. But a more proper definition would be something like this. A more proper definition would be having this kind of components in it. It will have this one, that a body is said to have uniform accelerated motion if it travels in a straight line and the velocity increases or decreases by equal amount in equal intervals of time. So that means if velocity increases or decreases, it doesn't matter if it is increasing or decreasing. All we need is equal amount. Equal amount is necessary and in equal time. That you already know. So even if you write down the definition as it covers equal velocity in equal time, that definition is also fine. Okay? You don't need to go for such kind of sophistication. You can also go for this. Use simple definition for whenever you are giving answers. Understood? Okay. So that's it for the day, students. This is all we covered today. In the next session, we'll be covering more questions and more numericals.